Welcome, 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 everyone. Let me point that at me properly so that you can all hear me clearly. I hope everybody's having a pleasant Thursday. I have come to the conclusion that I need to get more plastic card. I need to probably look at getting like 2 packs of plastic card. Um, because I think for the try hard, I'm gonna go with Plan B. Um, which is going to entail me building the scene mostly. But I have some ideas. And I also have a CNC that I can kind of put to work for some of the things. Um, well, mainly cutting the base bit because I have some like thick plastic that I'm going to use for the base. Actually, you know, I should actually look through the plywood that I have. I have some like high quality ply that I got from work. Um, I 100% don't take material from work ever. That's wrong. You should never do that. That's a bad boy action. Sorry, that is a bad person action because it is bad for anybody, no matter what your expression of gender may be. Okay, so what we're gonna do with hair combat crab? I was thinking about it, and I need to start with white. I say this because I have to do the. I'm doing like the underside is actually. God damn laptop not working. Okay, I'm not going to be able to see chat for a minute. I need to look up a reference image. Um. Okay, so like there is. Let's look at images here for a minute. Let's just go crab. I mean, I don't have to go single color. Brown is common. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh. So, I have an idea. That's kind of cool. Okay, so even with the one that I was looking at, I could do. Okay, okay. So I think I have an idea. Yeah, I have an idea. I don't know how good of an idea it is, but I have an idea. Um, we're gonna turn that back to chat and put that back over there. Um, okay. I know I did a lot of half sentence talking. Um, anybody who may be new around here, that is something that I do. I apologize. No, I don't. I, it's fucking. It's a thing I do. Um. So what I was just kind of working out was the coloration, as you could see. But the idea that I got that I think could look pretty cool, um, is if I candy coated it and made it look like almost like a metallic blue. I know, do damn it! I wanted to like do NMM on the sword or the dagger that he's wielding, but like that would be jarring. But the idea of like candy coated crap, ooh, I don't even necessarily have to go yellow. I could do a purple to blue gradient on the claws and on the legs, like the lowest segments of the legs. Then do blue essentially for the rest of the torso. Like as far as the carapace. And then the eyes I would have to do differently. Um but yeah, I think that's an idea. I think that's well, it is an idea. I think it's the idea that I'm going to run with. Okay, so this actually I can close back up because I don't need it yet. I'll need it soon, just not yet. Closing it up because I will need it soon. And usually with this stuff, because this is where I'm gonna bust out the Molotov. This train terminates here. Okay, so Charlie. Nope. Damn it. I wanted to reuse one because, like, I don't like putting ink over top of other ink, even if it's the same ink. I know that probably doesn't make sense to most people, but the reason for that is ink will reactivate itself. Like, ink will reactivate other ink, and I don't want that to happen because then it fucks things up and it's not right. And I know that's just the fucking Nero spicy brain talking, but that's fucking who I am. Um, So, we are going to be using some Molotov Liquid Chrome. I've been talking about this recently uh, a few times because it has come. Well, I've brought it up. I'm gonna be fucking honest. Okay, I already had one. Three drops. Probably all I'm gonna need. I'll leave it over here just in case. Now, this is one of those situations where I, instead of using one of my good brushes, like one of my good is the wrong word, one of my natural hairbrushes. Um, this is where I bust out the synthetics. And the synthetics that I'm using for this are actually some like premium brushes from a gentleman who stops by the channel every now and again. Lethal Shadows Gaming. I do believe if you hit exclamation point lethal, it'll bring up a link to his web store. I don't have an affiliate link or anything. It's not like an affiliate link or anything like that. Um, he just has awesome stuff, and I like shilling for people in the community. So basically, what we're doing right now is we are just coating this motherfucker with Chrome as step the first. We want a shiny boy. That's what we want. Do I have one of those? I think I have. No, I don't have one of those. Ultra Ball. Okay, so I have to kind of be careful because I don't want to. I hate overpainting with like painting where I'm gonna have to paint over it anyway. I don't like doing that because it's a waste. Probably did. Yeah, I think I hit something I didn't want to paint anyway. Brush control, man. Brush control. Metallocrab. Damn it, now I want a bunch of crabs with musical instruments. and then paint them up and make them look like the pre-greedy fuck pig version of Metallica. Now, let's get this dealt with. Just be aware, this is not the crab's final form. I'm not doing metallic crab. Well, actually, I've already described what I'm doing. Okay. Now, let's get. I can imagine anybody going through like the browse pages that comes across like the stream preview for this stream right now and just sees me painting a crab chrome is probably, you know, at least a little bit thinking, what the fuck am I looking at? Think. Oh no, that's not a fully coated crab. Much as I would like to do it, a pain in the ass to do like sand on this base. Just because of how like small it is and how close the crab is. Um I considered it for like a half second. I'm like, I might want to do that so that it has a base. I don't think I'm gonna worry about like properly basing this. I, I might. Well, I might. What I might do is I might just paint the base black. Because really, I'm just painting it to paint it. Though, not gonna lie, if I got the chance to run an in-person game of like D&D or something like that, I would 100% have a giant crab monster. Because considering, okay, like as far as like the size of the crab itself, it's not all that imposing compared to like a human. But at the same time, compared to like a human, that's still a big crab. Like they do naturally get large, but now I'm looking. And you cluttered. Yes. Ah, there we go. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. So her base. Same size. So base size, that's a people-sized crab. Like as far as how much space it takes up on the battlefield in regards to like most TTRPG systems. Like that takes up base wise. So like I'm I'm picturing like the actual creature size is about people sized. Like it takes up a 5 foot square. That's a big crab. Which means that sword's actually that's actually a short sword. Considering like that's not a dagger. That is a very large crab with a short sword who is not having any of your shit. It is a stab crab. Hmm. Okay, so stab crab is base or well base coated. We're gonna give you a couple moments to cure a little bit. So I didn't need any of this. Let's go back and get put away. Take your breath away, our lost souls, and make two worlds collide. Okay, so my idea as far as like coloration, uh, are you Diox purple? Diox purple. So we're gonna do some Diox purple. And we're gonna do a blue. But I don't know what I want to do for the blue. Um, options that I have. Go. I have cyan that I can use. What the fuck is cobalt blue? Of course. I have cobalt blue. Both are fairly transparent paints. Doesn't have the fucking scale on it. Neither does that one. Damn it. This. It's like you are opaque, are you not? Yeah, you're an opaque, which is fine. Not what I'm looking for. I also have phthalo blue green shade. Which I think this might be the better option. Yeah, I think this will be the better option. I'm going with the Diox purple though, because fucking Diox purple is best purple. Anyone who disagrees is wrong. It's plain and simple. Diox purple is best purple. There's no other options. Didn't tell my way to your heart. Okay, so I need to figure out where I want to start. I think I will start with the blue. We're gonna need a couple of drops of this down. Doot. Doot. Drops. Reason being, it's a strong, like, it's a fairly strong pigment. So, because, like, the goal is to increase the transparency, basically. This doesn't have the scale either. That's lame. That is lame. Oh yeah, soon I'm gonna have an alternate PNG for my streams for when I feel saucy and jaunty and whatnot. Also for where I'm playing goblin games. To idolatry. That you can rent an apology. It's con an economy. For fun. Ooh, I have one of those. I do have one of those. A regular Pokeball at it. Yeah, one should be fine. Because like the thing is too is I don't want to like make it too thin to be useful either. Yeah, it should work. Good job, but not mine. Okay, so we're gonna go with a 1. And we're gonna be using the wolf hair brush today, I think. Mm. Oh. Yeah, because I only threw a Pokeball at it. Why? Okay. So now where we This is exactly what I wanted for the blue. Going to be a little bit of variation, but that's kind of fine. Nature is very rarely, if ever, perfectly symmetrical and even. Um, it tends to be splotchy. So we're just gonna do. We're not gonna do the outside of the leg just yet, because I want to be ready with the purple for that one. We're basically just doing the. And I've decided I'm doing the purple on the like under bits as well. Oh yeah, that blue is fucking hot. Well, it's cold as far as like the colors go. But you know what I mean. Okay. And I know in my heart of hearts that I'm probably overthinking painting a crab, but I'm okay with this. A wee bit of this. That's probably even way more than we actually need. Hmm. Oh well, you're like straight up under the chair, basically. Oh no, that was just your tail. I thought your body was underneath the chair for a minute there. Yes, I know you're there, Putums. Yeah. That should be. Hmm. My throat feels fuzzy. Shove coffee down it. That'll make it feel better. Really, the right amount of mix. I am good. Let's check. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Hmm. Okay. And you know what? I actually want to clean this brush off before I do that. I think there's still some blue, and I don't contaminate if I can help it just yet. Let's get this cleaned up first. Because that is the one downside to inks is they tend to wick into your brush a lot better, which is good for getting, pigment onto the brush, thereby onto the mini. It's also a pain in the ass for making sure it's fully cleaned. That's pretty. Because even when you add in like medium sometimes, it wicks too well. So, nah. I have to hit some spots with the blue again. Because apparently I was not as fucking good with it as I thought I was. There's a couple spots that I missed. That's fine. To you, remember to never, never, never die. We're gonna do purple back to about there. I think. Yeah. Ooh, I could have done the Quinn fucking Violet that I have. That would have been a better choice. Oh, well, I've already committed. I'd have to take too many steps backwards in order to make that work. So, it's only going to go back to there. We're going to kind of do the same with the leggies. Go about that far up. Everywhere that it can be seen. That's fine because I'm going to be like kind of blending it anyway, so there's going to be some overlap. Yeah, let's get right about there. Hello to you too, Mr. Popo. Hello to you too. Yeah, right about there. Ooh, Luxio. Do I have a Luxio? I have a Luxio. I'll throw a Pokeball at a Luxio. Go back to the blue now. Then I can go over some of the spots that I fucked up and missed. And I can start doing like the gradient work. So kind of two birds stoned at once. Blue. And probably make sure that's, at least somewhat centered in frame. Because, like, ostensibly, people are here to watch me paint minis, not look at my cutting mat. And then that. There. Okay. I think I need to hit. We'll just kinda. No, I won't do that. That's a bad idea. That is a bad idea. Make this boundary a little bit more smooth, shall we? I'm try and feather some of it a little bit. Some places it's not bad. Some places it's fucking atrocious. But I mean, that happens sometimes. And I kind of like having it have it a little bit of variance on that because again, nature isn't fully symmetrical or even. Some things are a little bit more abrupt than others. Toes fell asleep. My toes fell asleep. Okay, so there's that. Let's get a little bit more color in your cheeks there, combat crab. Also known as stab crab. Or scrab for short. Hmm. Okay, so now for the eyes, I want to make them look a little bit more natural because I do want to sell that this is like a normal creature. Normal creature. Speaking of totally normal creatures, I want a fucking house hippo. Descriptions for the bottoms. Oh yes, descriptions for the bottoms. Oh yes, description. There you go. You got some lovin's. Um, my apologies. My cat is just adorable, and she's sitting directly below me, and I had to stop and give her lovin's. I'm sure you all understand. If you don't understand, I'm not 100% sure we can be friends. Because my cat is just simply the cutest, and there's no denying that. Okay, so what I want to do, my idea is going to require a touch of white. I don't even need a lot. Like, that much is about perfect. Not even the size of a pea. Like, it's the size of a seed. And then I need. I don't have one. We're gonna use the Two Thin Coats Dwarven Skin because it is a natural skin tone, and I like cheating. Well, when it comes to painting, because like that just essentially means I'm doing something a lot easier. Probably gonna have to hit up the blue one more time before I am done with this for the night. Little bit of that. Because really, I don't need a lot. I only need a little bit. As they say, a little dab will do ya. Okay. Pretty. Meow. Let us. Alright. Shove that in there. Paint some eye socks. Or eye stalks. Eye socks. I can do the talking thing, I promise. I'm a professional. Ooh. I need to figure out a way to incorporate a crab with too many eye stalks in the stream for my podcast. Okay, so I think for added creepiness, I need to do the eyes red. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna do the eyes red, and then when they dry, I'm gonna hit them with a couple layers of my pink glow in the dark, maybe. But yeah, I'm gonna do them red because I think that would be fitting. Because Stab Crab is perpetually angry. There we go. Cab red. Come on, spicy red. What the hell? But I don't even think I'm gonna bother thinning that. I'm just gonna use that straight up. There's not a lot there, and I can just thin that on the palette. Yeah, that's right. You soak up that water. It's like really, I could have just like grabbed the cap and dipped the brush in the cap for as much as I need for this. Like I might need to do 2 layers of it, but okay. Formentus. Have I Formentus? I have a Fomentus. Okay, catch the Fomentus. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah! Okay. So, focus on the tiny crab camera. This is what we have got thus far. I think this is turning out rather well. I'm loving the candy coat effect underneath the thin glaze. I think that adds a lot to this. Um, I think this is going to be a very photogenic little bastard. Um, though now we actually have to switch back to the synthetic brushes. Um, because we have to paint the what's it a fucking doohickey, the sword. The sword. I gotta paint the sword. Okay, so what type of metal do you think a sword owned by a crab would be? Like, I hate to say it, but I don't think iron or steel would be options. And I'm not using either of them as an option because, well, I don't want to have to make a rust paint because that's annoying and tedious to do. Because it would 100% be a rusty short sword in that case. I could do like I could do bronze and then put it like a patina over it. I could do silver. It would be noticeable, but it wouldn't like super clash. I mean, it's a good idea. Ooh. Or as a counter option, we meow. I miss meow. We do take the silver. Silver is going to be a part of this. What if we say that the crab has a magic sword or like a mithril sword? I mean, this is stab crab we're talking about here. Stab crab would be like, at the very least, a mini boss. Like at the very least, stab crab would be a mini boss. So that's probably a lot more than I actually need, but there's kind of a reason I'm doing that. Now we're going to take a little bit of the phthalo blue green shade and give this a good shaky shake. A good shaky shake. Stop shaking to have a sip of coffee and resume. They're going to start to mix. We'll grab your brush and I will help that process along. Where's my metallic medium? Yeah, my metal medium. Okay, you're gonna have to give me a second. Um, I want to get this mixed first. Medium. Should add enough. Add a little bit more of the silver. It's like basically what I'm just trying to make it so that it's like a very, 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 very pale blue. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be what I want. And now I will grab treats for the Putums. I didn't even need this. At the end. Okay, you can go there. Hey, Fatso. Yeah. Yes. Come on. Good girl. Get one more. You could have got that without grabbing at my hand. You knocked it out of my hand. That's on you. That is 100% on you, Putums. Okay, so now we're going to grab the smaller synthetic brush. Now it'll take your breath away, our muscles make two worlds collide. There we go. Oh. Now I think I'll just use a doot of some silver for the cross guard and the pommel piece. Day aside. I swear I'll rip and turn my way to your heart. And this will also kind of help accentuate the fact that the blue is there in the blade as well, also. Because it'll have the actual silver as the cross piece. Because yeah, I've always pictured like Mithril having like kind of like a blue, like a being like a pale blue metal. Melantio. Yeah. Yeah. Combat Crab has come together. So yeah, I'm back to starting stream at about 1:30 ish. So like stream start will be generally between 1:30 and 2 a.m. during the week, depending on how lazy I am and what anime I'm binging at the time. Okay, so I need to fix some of the blue. Fuck some of the blue up, and I need to fix it. Double zero will do. Probably paint over here a little bit. I know I have one of those, but I'll check anyway. Ooh. Yeah, that's what this needed. I needed to strengthen that blue on the back. That's kind of what was missing. Because the blue was a little too washed out. That's fine. I think some of the spots that my eyes are reading as not painted are just the metallic shining through the paint that is there and fucking me up. But fucking combat grab. Hacha hacha. Hacha hacha. Yay, I caught it. Actually, I'm curious. Boop. Oh, I only have 58 grand. Not enough to worry about buying Ultra Balls yet. Oh, yeah. Poke Buddy. Oh, yeah. This is Dragon Egg. Trying to hatch a Dragon Egg. I don't remember what the stipulations for hatching that egg were either. Um, you know what? Let me use some of that red. We're gonna add a little bit more of a color variance to the mini, and the hilt of this sword is wrapped in red. You know, maybe this is a cursed sword that the crab has. Maybe Combat Crab isn't necessarily sick of everyone's shit, and like it accidentally picked up this sword and is now like possessed by it. And, like it has to go around and like stick people with the sword so many times a day. Otherwise, the sword starts draining the crab's life force. So like the crab is, you know, an unwilling participant in the violence that it wreaks. Hmm. Yeah, you know what? Well, no. We want a two for this. Yeah, we want a two for this endeavor. Um. Also, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Mars Black. So we're gonna put some black on the base. That there. That doesn't go there. That goes there. That goes there. And I fucking took some layers of skin off of my pad of my thumb today at work because they're a little bit more sensitive than they should be. Okay. So now what we've got going on is we're just mixing up some black to go on the base. I think this will kind of help accentuate the piece itself, really. Um, if I was better at painting, I would make it look like it's shadow, and I would just like paint where the shadow would be. Kind of should have done this in black first. Like I should have primed this in black. That would have been the better idea because then all I would have to do with this is touch ups, really. Or like go over the main area just so that it looks uniform. Oh? Theragor Ruinbane, welcome in. Thank you very much for that raid. I don't know why my automatic shout out is not working. Sharky, if you are kicking about, can you drop a shout out for Theragor, please? And thank you. Ah, you are not. So give me 1 second. Nice. Yeah, it is the combat crab, also known as stab crab. I'm going for the colors aren't as apparent with my camera. Thank you very much, Sharky. But it is. I basically did a candy coat of blue and purple, and did a little bit of gradient work there. Um, Went with like a classic red for the eye stalks. And yeah, currently I am working on doing the just basically painting the base black. Because this is more of a showpiece than a play piece, really. Is an extra model that I got with a bunch of other stuff. And I'm procrast. Oh, nice. I think the longest thing that I have painted, like the longest thing that took the thing that took the longest to paint would probably be one of the knights that I had painted. I don't remember which one because I have a lot of knights. I have like 9 knights or 9 chaos knights that I've built and painted. Honestly, knights, I thoroughly. It took me a while to paint it. Like it was also like life stuff was happening. I think it was like a couple of months that it took me to paint it. But yeah, like they're actually fairly easy to paint. Like there's not they're not as visually complicating or complicated as like Abaddon is, because Abaddon is a busy fucking model. Even the old one or older one, like the old ones, I should say, because he's gone through a couple of minis by now. Like that is quite the busy mini to paint. Okay. Like the thing that I like about knights is while they're like humanoid in shape, you can 100% just be like, okay, I'm painting a vehicle and use all the techniques that you would use for painting a vehicle and it will work. They will work wonders because of just how the sculpts are for the knights and the chaos knights. Um Honestly, the knight that I did that I'm the most proud of would have to be the Nurgle knight that I did. Um Hold on, let me give me a second here and I will that dry a minute. Yeah, yeah. Clean off my brush here, and what I'll do is I will grab the InstaLink for that, and I will share it in chat because that will be easier than finding and putting together the subassemblies of the mini itself, because it is away at the moment. So a boob. I gotta go back a ways though. I think that was actually one of the first things that I posted on my Insta. Can I just sort by? I don't. Why? Oh, why do you not give me sort options? Oh, getting closer. Oh, I guess. Oh, yeah, I do have the full one. Okay, huge. Copy link. There we go. That's the one I want. Boop. Dude. 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 Send! I can connect. Why you no connect? Fuck you. I will force you to connect. Boop. There we go. That is the knight that I am the most proud of. So like basically what happened with that one, I got it second hand. So like, and like the person, like, and I got it at a discount. Um, and like it was missing some of the armor plating. So I'm like, well, fuck. It's gonna look fucky. Like, I'm like, it's gonna look fucky if I don't do something about this. So I decided, you know what? It's it's being corrupted by chaos. It's growing flesh over the spots that, it used to have armor type deal. So like that I took a metric shit ton of green stuff. And sculpted it all. And there's even like a little nurgling that I kind of stuck in there that's just kind of chilling out. Just, a happy little nurgling doing happy little nurgling things. Already, I think tonight is going to be one of those rare early nights because I have run out of things to work on, it seems. Um, and yeah. So, what I am going to do is I am well, like anything that I start is just going to be more procrastination. Um, well, is going to lead to more procrastination. I have like a bunch of stuff that I could do. Like I have a witch riding a broom. Um, I have a little like plant dude. Oh yeah, you're not important. Um, I have a angry merdude. Um, I have undead gnolls. Um, I have kobolds for days. And I have a pair of minotaurs. So like I have a metric shit ton of stuff where I can be like, yeah, I want to do this as a project. Um, the minotaurs I'm actually going to leave out and kind of brainstorm a bit. Actually, that's what I will use this time for. It's just a little bit of brainstorming. Um, because my idea with these guys, so these are Dark Heaven, like yeah, these are Reaper bones. So like the plastic's not all that great. They are not what I would call high quality miniatures. Um, also, which one is it? Yeah, this one the arm wasn't glued on very well, and the tail wasn't glued in very well. Like, airbrushing works. Another thing that works too is depending on how bad the brush marks are, going over it with a glaze of the same color tends to help as well, like kind of even things out and hide some of that. It also depends on like what paints you're using too. Um, I don't have a high opinion of most miniature based paint, like miniature marketed paints. So the idea that I had with these guys is I kind of wanted to do a scene where they're in a like a gladiatorial arena and like they've been kind of fighting for their lives. Yeah, I honestly, for the most part, like there's a couple of miniature paints that I use. Like I'll use miniature paint metallics because I don't use a lot of them at a time. I have a few bottles of Too Thin Coats paint that I use on the regular. And caffeinating. Coffee is love. Coffee is life. But for the most part, I use artist acrylics. Because like I said, I sorely fucking yeah, I don't like I said, like I found for the most part 99% of miniature paints from any manufacturer is just a lesser quality version of artist acrylic. The good thing with most miniature paints is they formulate specific shades and colors. So like you don't have to mix your own skin flesh tone. You don't have like that specific green that you want, you don't have to mix to get it. Um I also use a lot of inks in my work as well, as you probably have seen. Um but yeah, so what I'm thinking, because this guy's shoulder, like the sculpt for it, is like it wasn't glued together properly. Um, think what I'm gonna do, because like these are two of the exact same fucking Minotaur. And I want to make them a little bit different. I think I'm gonna remove this arm and either repose it or like make it look like the arm was just like taken off in the fight. I think that's what I'll go to with that. How do I want to pull the arm off? I don't necessarily want to clip it off. Um, if I can, like, cut into whatever adhesive they used. The fucking glue for this is stronger than the can't even call it plastic. It is plastic, but it's closer to a rubber than anything else. Yeah, no, I'm not fucking with this tonight. I do not have the patience for it. And I've come to realize that there are worse things than fine cast resin. And that is the that is Reaper Bones miniatures. I apologize to anybody out there who may be a fan of Reaper Bones. Um, I am 100% not. Oh, it's just like it's like working with rubber. It's like working with rubber, and no. I would rather deal with the bullshit of Finecast at like this scale, at like the 32-ish millimeter scale. Um, because I know I can clean that shit up and make it look good. I've done it before. It's just it's a pain. It's a lot more work to get it right, and additionally it's a lot more work than it should be to get it to look right. In that case, look at the undead Gnolls. Yeah. Like, and it honestly, it could also be a fucking Nero spicy thing with me where it's just the texture of it is just not good. Um like cuz there are some people who actually do like Reaper Bones minis, and I'm not going to disparage them. But yeah, not for me, thanks. So with the current bullshit that WizKids has stepped in with the releasing the Redbox Warrior as a female sculpt. Thank you very much, and I appreciate you coming and hanging out. It has been a pleasure having you in chat, and I definitely hope to see you back. So yeah, Scully Bro here is angry undead Null, who's like no longer alive. He's dead now. The one thing that I don't like about the WizKids minis is they are also a flexi plastic, but they're a lot more rigid than bones. Like there's a little bit of flex in this, but that's because it's thin. There's bound to be a little bit of flex, even in like Citadel plastics. Angry undead Gnolmans. Well, I guess this has kind of brought the time up to the 2 hour mark. Um, I was part of one of the things I wanted to do today was do the varnishing on the stuff I was working on yesterday. Unfortunately, that's not currently possible with the fact that I need to find my thread tape so that I can seal the threads on my airbrush connection to the compressor. Because there is a bit of a leak in that, and that is not good for when you are using an airbrush. Generally, bad. um, so we have the Angry Dead Gnoll number the first, ready to go. And ready for a Tuesday. What I am going to do is I'm going to hit that button right there. I'm going to grab it a vape, put that in my pocket. Okay, cool. I don't have a cat right in front of me trying to trip me. We're going to stand up. Oh no, she's laying on the couch. We're going to grab the microphone. I apologize for any boops or bumps.
Aw, look. It just wants some lovin's. Go pet it.
Oh, yes, yes. So demanding. Lovins. Kitchens. Meow. Meowsy meow. Miss Press. Alrighty, I want to thank you all for coming and hanging out. As always, it is a pleasure having each and every one of you in chat. I'm gonna click over there so that I can see that window. And then we're gonna kind of come over here and see who is doing the thing. Oh, neat. And we are going to go into... Let's go say hi to Inquisitor Burnsy. I wonder if let's see if we can raid into him before he raids out. So once again, I want to thank you all for coming and hanging out, whether you've been chatting, whether you've been lurking, whether it's your first time in or you are around here regularly. I appreciate each and every one of you. I will be back this weekend with something. And next week is also my stream birthiversary day as well on the 14th. And I plan on starting midnight on that day and going for a while. We will see what happens. But regardless, I do hope to see you all back. And I hope you all have a great day ahead. Cheers.